here in Accra, driving down the N1 highway in the street of Accra, in these Accra streets on a Saturday afternoon. My name is Ivyprosper, and I share stories from Africa and the African diaspora. And today I'm here to talk to you about Brazil. Now, Brazil is the country that actually had the largest number of people taken from the coast of Africa in the transatlantic slave trade. I'm pausing while reconnecting. Okay, so the network was disconnecting, so I paused because the network was bad. It's back now, so hopefully clear, because I am on the highway, and you know, driving on the highway in Ghana, sometimes your network goes in and out. So coming to you live today, talk to you about Brazil. Brazil is the country where the most people from the transatlantic slave trade were actually taken. And you still see a history of African culture that resonates in Brazil. And so I wanted to let you know and to remind you that tomorrow, January 26th, I'm doing a live stream at 7 p.m. Ghana time, which is 2 p.m. East Coast time in North America. So if you're in Toronto, New York, DC, it is 2 p.m. Sorry, I'm bumping around because I'm in the car on the highway in Accra. The motorway is the highway that goes between Accra and Tema. Tema is the port city, and so there are quite a few potholes on this road. So there may be times where we bump up and down. But today's Saturday, so the traffic isn't as bad as it would be during the week. If you're just joining me, I'm here to talk to you about Brazil. Tomorrow, I have a live stream with two women who are organizing a trip to Brazil to connect the diaspora with Brazil. This is my view as I'm driving on the motorway in Accra, heading to Tema, the port city. Tema is the center of the world. Tema is the closest city to the 0 point on the earth where people live. So tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream, 7 p.m. right here on YouTube, talking about a trip to Brazil, an opportunity for you to travel to Brazil and experience the culture, the heritage, the people, and yeah, just join live. The live is going to be really engaging. We're going to have great conversation. Talking with Dr. Emma Oliveri and Rashida Musa about them coming together to organize the trip. Emma is Brazilian Ghanaian, and then Rashida's Ghanaian, who they both have lived in Brazil for many years, and they have experiences to share. And the reason why they want to connect the diaspora with Brazil and to learn more about it and the opportunities that are there for doing business, for investment, for living. And on the trip, you get to learn about how you can start a business. You get to learn how you can become a resident, get a passport there. There's so many different things you can learn about. And so I'm excited to share that with you tomorrow. You can support this channel through Zelle. If you use Zelle, it's ivyprosper@gmail.com, or you can tap the super chat, super thanks button on the bottom right of the live stream to show your support for this channel. I really appreciate you, all of you who tune in to this channel on a regular basis. Again, I said I am here live on the motorway, on the highway, driving between Accra and Tema. So the network may be popping in and out in case it's a little bit blurred, or in case you see me bump around because there's potholes on the highway. So yeah, I just wanted to briefly share with you. It looks like there's an accident on the other side. Is there an accident on the other side? Or is it just a truck blocking the way? Okay. You can see the other side. There's just a truck. Oh, there is an accident. Oh my goodness, there's an accident on the road. The truck is turned over. Oh my goodness. Oh. Now there's all this traffic. Sorry, I'm interrupting this live to share this information. If there's anybody in Accra right now that's getting on the motorway to go back to to go from Tema to Accra, you're going to face this long delay on the highway. It's important for you to find another way into town, because now it's going to be really bad. Oh my goodness, that's wild. Oh. Okay, so back to the live stream, talking about Zelle and supporting this channel. Tap on the bottom of the screen in the chat. There's a super thanks, super chat if you want to support this channel, or you can, if you use Zelle in the US, you can Zelle using ivyprosper@gmail.com to support the channel. But yeah, join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Ghana time, 2 p.m. Eastern time in the US, Canada, and Caribbean, and learn more about how you can join the trip to Brazil. So let's see. I have some comments here. I was about to hop off, but I see some comments here. Someone said no balding. Hi Ivy. I don't know what this no balding, no trana is. Sorry, I'm seeing comments popping up. And oh, thank you, Francis, for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. Thank you for the super thanks, super chat. Thank you. I really appreciate it so much. Thank you, Francis. So yeah, so Brazil is going to be a really good trip if you're able to make it. Even if you're not able to make it, you can get some information from them, because they will plan on doing this as an annual trip to go to Brazil, go to the festivals. There's a lot that I learned when I had the preliminary conversation with them about this whole journey and why they decided not talked about year of return in 2019, then beyond the return in 2020, which is a decade of African Renaissance, which is supposed to be 2020 to 2030. And both of those initiatives, both of them are to encourage the diaspora to come to Ghana, live in Ghana, invest in Ghana, work in Ghana, build a life in Ghana. Or if you can't live, just travel to Ghana. And it's been a really successful initiative that has inspired other African countries to want to do the same. But we often hear about the diaspora coming from the US, coming from the UK, coming from Ghana, coming from Canada, or Ghanaians who lived abroad and they're coming back. But we don't often hear about as much about the South American story, about the South Americans coming. We get a lot of Jamaicans coming to Ghana, but the South Americans, there's a huge number of them. Accra, that is called the Brazil House, and before that we acknowledge that and we look at that. So I was really excited that it would be important to come on live and talk about it. I'm just giving you a brief overview right now to let you know that we are going live tomorrow, myself with Dr. Emma Oliveri, as well as with Rashida Musa, the two ladies who organized this trip, to share more details about it, to share how you can join the trip, to ask any direct questions you may have about being a part of this trip. Now, you don't have to be in Ghana to take this trip. The ladies lived in Brazil for a number of years. They've come back to Ghana. However, your own flight from wherever you are in the world on the trip, because they have a whole curated itinerary. And in the itinerary, it includes so many different things that are beneficial to you learning about how you can do business, how you can get a passport, how you can live and build something in Brazil. So I think that is really, really, really a great thing that they're doing. So, and I asked them that when we had our first conversation, like, do they have to be flying out of Ghana to be part of this trip? And they said, no, you can come from anywhere in the world and join the trip. You just have to book your own flight, and then you meet them on the date that everything starts, and you just join them on the journey and learn a lot and get a lot of benefits out of it, because they're going to connect you with key players in Brazil that will help you navigate the things you want to navigate. Especially if you're a person who's a serious entrepreneur, serious about business, or serious about possibly living there, or maybe you're a digital nomad, because one of them lived there as a digital nomad, so she has a lot of information on what it's like to live there as a digital nomad. So I really appreciate all of you for joining this live stream. I'm going to be popping off because I've got some things to do. Thank you again, Francis. You joined the live from Markham, and I appreciate you making your donation to support the channel. Thank you so much. So I will see you all again soon. I'm going to try to go live more often, share little things here and there, what I'm experiencing in the day. But I just wanted to say thank you all, and I'll see you live tomorrow. I'll be on the live stream tomorrow, so I can't wait to see you. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful Saturday. Signing off.